All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we will be doing the biker part 2 as Francis rides his bike down the trail. Okay, he went bike riding, took out his bike one sunny day and rode far away and decided to ride far away. All right, let's do it. Okay, all right, the biker part 2. And the wind blew on his nose, cheeks, and chin. It blew on his jacket, around and in. And it puffed up like a sail, wide and fat, as Francis and Bike swerved this way and that, speeding down the bike trail, not a care in the world except me. Speeding down the bike trail, all around there was so much to see. Up ahead he saw a hill, steep and high. He took a deep breath and let out a sigh. He gripped the handlebars firmly and tight. He pushed on and pedaled with all his might, fighting against gravity to reach the peak, even though muscles and legs slowly grew weak. All right, very good. So let's do again, okay? So we're gonna read like two lines at a time. Again, let's read again, okay? And the wind blew on his face. Excuse me. And the wind blew on his nose, cheeks, and chin. It blew on his jacket, around and in. And it puffed up like a sail, wide and fat, as Francis and Bike swerved this way and that, speeding down the bike trail, not a care in the world except me. Speeding down the bike trail, all around there was so much to see. Up ahead he saw a hill steep and high. He took a deep breath and let out a sigh. He gripped the handlebars firmly and tight. He pushed on and pedaled with all his might, fighting against gravity to reach the peak, even though muscles and legs slowly grew weak. All right, so our first job is to learn how to read the story. Don't care too much about what it means. Read it, enjoy it, okay, and copy it. Okay, remember how I told you to copy, okay? And then I will explain it now, and then you will know what it means, okay? All right, here we go. The biker part 2. And the wind, the feng, the wind, because you're riding a bike, you're going fast, and the wind blew on his nose. This is your nose. See my black nose. Cheeks and chin. What are your cheeks and chin? This is my cheeks. Here, I have two of them. And chin. This is my chin. Okay? So look at this baby. Okay? So this part, the 脸颊, is his cheeks. He has two of them. We all do. And chin. Only one chin. Okay? So the wind blew on his nose, cheeks, and chin. It blew on his jacket, around and in. So if you have a jacket and the wind blows around on your jacket, it blows in your jacket, right? Yes? Okay? And it meaning the jacket, puffed up like a sail. I mean, imagine you're riding a bicycle and you're wearing a jacket, and then the wind blows in your jacket, and your jacket will 蓬起来, it will puff up like a sail. This is a sail, right? 帆船的帆. The wind blows into your jacket and your jacket puffs up like a sail, okay? Wide and fat, okay? So the jacket, it puffed up like a sail, wide, and fat. Okay? As Francis and Bike swerved this way and that. What is swerve? Swerve is to go left and right, left and right. So when you ride a bicycle, you go, like 一下子 this way, 一下子 that way. You swerve. Okay, swerve. So imagine this guy, he's riding the bike and he's going this way and that and this way and that. He swerve. Okay, swerve. Okay. So as Francis and Bike swerved this way and that. Okay. Another word for swerve is zigzag. Okay, right? But just no, like when you ride a bike, you go like that. That's called swerve. Okay. Speeding down the bike trail, not a care in the world except me. So Francis was speeding down the bike trail. This is a bike trail. A trail is this. This is a trail, okay? Speeding down the bike trail, okay? So this is in the park, and then this is the bike trail, okay? Trail, okay? So a trail looks like a road or a street in the park, okay? Speeding down the bike trail, not a care in the world except me, okay? What is except? 除了, right? You know this word, okay? Right? Except. I'll just write the Chinese. 除了. All right, so speeding down the bike trail, not a care in the world except me. So when you're riding a bike, you don't care about homework or, tomorrow you need to go to school, or you shouldn't think about that. You should just enjoy riding your bike, right? So speeding down the bike trail, not a care, not thinking about anything in the world except me, except you and your bike, and you're riding the bike, right? And that's really when you do something, you should do that, right? Don't think about other things, just do that, okay? Enjoy that moment, okay? So speeding down the bike trail, not a care in the world except me. Speeding down the bike trail, all around there was so much to see, okay? All right. Up ahead, he saw a hill, steep and high, okay? What does that mean? He saw a hill, steep and high. This is a hill, okay? This is a hill, okay? Up ahead, he saw a hill, steep and high. Steep is very dull, very steep, like not like this, right? Not like this, but like very steep, okay? So the hill was very steep, like this hill right here, steep and high. So up ahead, he saw a hill, steep and high. He took a deep breath, like this. 深呼吸, right? He took a deep breath and let out a sigh. Sigh is this sound. Ready? That's that sound, okay? The sound of breathing. Okay? 呼跟吸都一样，都是 sigh, huh? So he took a deep breath and made a sigh 的声音, huh? And let out a sigh. Okay? He took a deep breath and let out a sigh. He gripped the handlebars firmly and tight. Okay? Now, so if you look at the bike, this is the handlebars. Okay? This part of the bike is the handlebar. Okay? Handlebar. So he gripped the handlebars firmly and tight. He gripped it, the handlebars. What is grip? Grip is to like 握住. So he gripped the handlebars, as you see his hands here. He gripped the handlebars firmly and tight. What is firmly? Firmly just means tight. 很用力的, hard and tight, right? Yes? Because, he was going to ride up the hill. So he gripped the handlebars firmly and tight. Okay? He pushed on and pedaled with all his might. Okay? So, what is pedal? All right, so this is a pedal. So, when you pedal, you step on the 脚踏板 pedal. So, pedal like this, imagine this is your feet. You pedal, right? Pedal. All right. So, he pushed and pedaled with all his 力气, all his might. Might is all his strength. Okay? All his power. You know the word power. Okay? Good. Fighting against gravity to reach the peak. What is gravity? Well, imagine if you're going up a steep hill, you are fighting against 地心引力, gravity. I'm just going to write Chinese because I cannot explain gravity in a way that's very short. So I'm just going to write Chinese. 地心引力. Okay? Fighting against gravity to reach. To go to, reach means go to, the peak. Go to the top. Okay? So fighting against gravity, right? Fighting gravity to reach the top, to reach the peak. Even though muscles, so these are his muscles in his legs, right? So even though muscles and legs slowly grew weak. So, you've all ridden bicycles before, and you know how when you're riding up the hill, your legs and your muscles 慢慢会变弱, right? Becomes weak as you try to go up the hill, right? Okay. As even though muscles and legs slowly grew weak. Okay, very good. All right. So don't worry about remembering these words. I just want you to enjoy the poem, okay? All right. Poetry is to be enjoyed. I need you to enjoy it. Read it and then, and listen to what you read. Okay, here we go. All right. So we have all these vocabulary words, okay, and all these new words, but most of them are easy because most of them are 东西 that you can just remember, 记起来, right? So you know what your nose is, you know what your cheeks are, and you know where your chin is. All right? Yes. So nose, cheeks, and chin, right? And the wind blew on his nose, cheeks, and chin. It blew on his jacket, around and in. Okay? And it puffed up like a sail, wide and fat. Right? So imagine you all had this experience, right? You ride your bike and you have a jacket, and the jacket puffs up, right? It 蓬起来, it puffs up like a sail. Okay? It puffed up like a sail, wide and fat, as Francis swerved this way and that, speeding down the bike trail. Not a care in the world except me. Speeding down the bike trail all around, there was so much to see. Okay, very good. Up ahead, he saw a hill, a丘, a 山丘, a hill, steep, not like this, but steep. Okay, steep and high. He took a deep breath and let out a sigh. He gripped the handlebars firmly and tight. He pushed on and pedaled with all his might, fighting against gravity to reach the peak, even though muscles and legs slowly grew weak. Okay, that was the biker part 2. We will review the part 1, the vocabulary, the new words for part 1, but let's look at some words that we are going to talk about today. Hold on a second. Okay, let's just leave this here. Hold on, wait. Let me get this. No, I don't need this. I'll just erase this. Okay, good. All right. All right, here we go. So, nose, cheek, and chin, very easy. You can see that, right? Yes. On your face, just remember nose, cheeks, and chin. Puff up, right? What can we say about puff up? Well, right? So if you go puff up, and then you can see the words for puff up. Yeah. Oh, look at this. the mouse puffed up. I don't mean that. I mean like the jacket puffs up, right? Okay. All right. There's no picture. That's fine. Sail, right? This is the sail of a boat. All right. And other words here. So learn to read these words in the poem. All right. One more thing. Let's go back to the beginning here. Look. This is just review. I'm not going to make too much of a deal out of it, but review 要记起来哈。How do you say IGH? IGH 一个组合 What sound does it make? It makes the I 的声音 I. So look, easy. H I high, S I sigh, T I tight, M I might. Simple, right? You don't need to know what it means. Just read it. Okay? All right. Again, review. EA 怎么念? What is EA? EA makes E. So, reach, peak, weak. Right? You have to remember how to say these things. All right? You have to remember them. All right? 自然发音, you have to know it and trust it. Right? You have to remember the IGH 等于 I. Well, I don't know if I can do the Chinese. I doubt it. Maybe. Okay. I have to find it here. Right here. I. Perfect. Why cannot? Okay. And then EA. Uh-oh. I have to change it back to English. EA equals E. E. Right? Okay? That's all. Very simple. Why is it underlined? I don't underline. Okay. E. Right? Right? So if you know that, then it's simple. Right? If you know that IGH is I, you just say high, sigh, tight, might. 你只要看到 IGH, you read I. EA, E, right? Reach, peak, weak, right? Yes? By the way, EE 也是 E, huh? Right? EE is also E. Again, this is a review. You should know this already. Okay? So EE and EA both equals E in English. In Burma, excuse me. Okay? So that's E, EE. So it's actually quite simple, right? If you remember the 自然发音, very important, right? Again, let's do that again. There's lots of things here. There's E again. E, see that? Okay, cheeks. How about AI? I know some of you are going to read this wrong. AI 怎么念? What's AI together? What sound does it make? Do you remember? Well, if you don't, you should. AI makes, oh, I gotta find it. AI makes, please, makes, let me find it. I can't find it. I don't know where it is. It makes A, B, C, D, like A, or B, P, M, F, that A, right? I cannot find A. Where is A? Help me, people. Where is it? Oh my gosh. All right, you know what I mean. It stands for A, okay? Right? So, uh, A, okay? I cannot find A. See, that's why I cannot type Chinese because it takes me forever to type even just one, to write even just one. Oh, there it is. Fine. Hey, find it. Hey, finally. Okay, so A, right? So AI is A. So how do you read this? A O sail, tra A O trail, right? A. All right, good. So try to read the words. Don't worry about if you know what it means. Just enjoy it and learn to read it. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. I will see you in class very, very soon. Okay. Remember to copy the stories if you have time. Okay. All right.